Well, hello, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it's that side, and welcome back to my LeetCode journey. Rishikesh this side, and today we will be solving question number 496 in LeetCode. Next, greater element one. This is extremely important because it introduces the concept of a monotonic stack, which appears many medium and hard interviews problems. So let's see how it goes. First of all, we will checking the question which says the next greater element of some element x in an array is the first greater element that is to the right of x in the same array. You are given two distinct zero-indexed integer nums1 and nums2, where nums1 is a subset of nums2. Okay, nums1 is subset of nums2. Then for each 0 less than I less than nums1 dot length, find the index A such that determine the next return element. Okay, return an array ans of length nums1 dot length such that and size is the greater element as described above. Let's see by the example itself. Nums1 is 412, nums2 is 1342, and the output is minus 1, 3, and 1. Minus 1. What we are having here is the next greater element for each value of nums1 is as follows. Minus 4 is underlined in nums2, 1, 3, 4. There is no next greater element, so that is the answer. Minus 1 is underlined in nums2, 1. The greater element is 3. Minus 2 is underlined in nums2, 1, 3, 4, 2. There is no greater element, so it is minus 1. Okay. When there is no greater element next to that particular element, then we have minus 1, and if we have, then we directly just impose it over there. So this question simply says we need to find the greater element appearing to its right in nums2. If no greater element, return minus 1. That's it. So the approach will be for brute force approach. For every element in nums2, find its position inside nums2. For every element in nums1, then we can find its position in nums2. Then scan towards the right until we find a larger element. This works, but it is slow and repeatedly scans the array. What we are observing here is, suppose we are standing at a number, we want to quickly know what is the next greater element on the right. A stack can help us maintain a useful candidate. That is what is monotonic stack intuition. We traverse nums2 from right to left. The stack stores element in decreasing order, but before inserting the current number, we remove all smaller or equal elements from the stack. Why? Because they can never become the next greater element for future numbers. So let's see directly it in the question. It is little bit lengthier and question. So let's get started. We will be storing a unordered map of int comma int. We will name is just MP. Then we will also have a stack over here, stack of int st, and then we can have a for loop over here. For int I is equals nums 2 dot size. We will be traversing the nums2 backwards, minus 1, so that we don't go out of bounds. I greater than is equals 0 and I minus minus. Then and while st dot empty should not be there, and st dot top should be less than is equals to nums2 of I. If there it is, then st dot pop. Okay, after this, if st dot empty, then mp of nums2 of I is equals minus 1. Okay, and then we can have a else condition over here. And else we will be having mp nums2 of I is equals st dot top. Okay, then st dot push nums2 of I. Then we can have a vector answer over here, which will be after this bracket vector int answer, where we will be storing all our answers for int nums1 answer dot push back mp of num semicolon, and that's it. We return our answer. Let's see if it works first. We have some error over here in ht dot push. Okay, it will be nums2 over here. Small mistake. Let's see if it goes now. Okay, let's submit it and check. So what we're doing here is we process nums2 from right to left in this first loop. We started it backwards. Then for the stack helps us maintain possibly greater elements. For every number, we remove smaller elements. Top of the stack becomes next greater element. Store answers in hash map. Finally, use the map to build answers for nums1. So basically in this while loop we are checking if st is not empty and st of dot top is less than nums2 of I, and if st is empty then we are having over here mp of nums2 of I minus 1, and then the else condition, and that's it. Every element is pushed and popped at most once. Time complexity goes O of n, space complexity is O of n for the stack and hash map. So that's how we solve LeetCode problem 496, next greater element one. The key takeaway is the monotonic patch tag pattern, which is extremely important for many advanced tag problem. So here we have 20 videos completed in this series, and we will be moving into string and two pointer problems from now on. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Till then, thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice day.